with doggies. Christar Galactica, your fairy god sis, Saint Joe Narcata, Beatmaster extraordinaire, and we are Galactivators. Christar here to connect with you and invite you to step outside if you're able to. We're going to take the next hour or so of our beautifully busy lives. We're going to tune into our divine, awaken, initiate our body of light inside. And as we settle in, find that straight head, neck, and spine. Bringing our awareness to that breath flowing within. I'm going to share what's going on galactically, super friends. So today is day 5 in our enlightenment wave spell, where we are connecting to the heart of the sun, the 0 and the 20, the great nothing and the everything, the divine unity, the fires of the universe, the life itself. And today is the overtone seed day. Our free will today, super friends, is being initiated. So we can choose to sit in our seat, in our asana, connect into all the directions, east-west ley lines and the north-south ley lines, grid in, and then the above and the below, heavens and the earth, and we can find our center. Today, the seeds within us of all that we are becoming and unfolding into, those seeds are receiving that input to grow and to root down and to expand and to flower and bear fruits. Today, as we breathe and go inward into our inner space, our inner being, that inner wisdom awakens. We are in the 11th moon cycle of the galactic year, the year of the storm, the rhythmic storm, where everything's being shaken up and guided to a new heartbeat, a new drumbeat, a new footstep. Everything is being catalyzed. The energy is being catalyzed to move and to groove, to liberate, to empower you, as we are receiving our wizardry, our wizard powers, galactically. Our cosmic wizard powers is awakening in us. These are called the Shaktis or the Siddhis in yoga, the spiritual gifts that awaken. And it's that feminine energy. Let's take our shoulders up, back down. Thank you for the hearts, the likes. Thank you so much for the gifts. Let's just roll those shoulders up, back down. Ha. Breathing into our belly and then pulling that belly in, engaging our root Mula Bandha as we exhale. And rolling our shoulders the other way. Right, inhaling, arms up to the sky. Begin to focus on our intention. Om Namah Shivaya. May all the forces that seem in opposition find that space of unity and connect into our vibration and awaken our human as human divine, the living temples for the Spirit of the Most High. Highest light, highest breath, highest life force, highest well-being, highest success as we bring our hands down the center line like a prayer, bowing to that life inside, welcoming that spirit that takes care of our heart's beat, our cellular regeneration, our harmonization with all of life, the part that needs no attachments, worries, fears, doubts, control, that part that just is. And let's Give it up to that part of ourselves as we release our hands back behind us, interlace those fingers, pull back and down. And gently take our neck side to side, stretching our eyes. Om Namah Shivaya. Visualize our body flowing like rivers to us, through us, every breath being a golden ocean of life force, pooling up in our stomach, in our Svadhisthana. And then let's shift the crossing of our legs as we release those hands, bringing the other leg on the top. And invite our divine, the feminine, the divine feminine, the Shiva Shakti, the motherly spirit to be with us today. Within us and surrounding us, in the heavens and the earth, above and below and within. As we bend our elbows and lift our chin, look up at our third eye. Straighten our arms, tuck our chin, lean back, look up once again at that third eye. Flowing with our breath. Of life. The Shakti awakens and manifests, and our third eye opens. The Ajna chakra, and that oxytocin, that love hormone, begins flowing, bringing the Agni, the rivers of immortality, as we come to sitting up, head, neck, and spine aligned. Let's inhale our arms up now. We're going to take some breath of fire. So we're going to pulse our belly, focus on the exhale, and then we're going to add our arms and pulling it down. Pull that belly in. Stoking the Agni, fires of life in our belly. Awaken that spiritual umbilical cord, the Ananda Ganda in our core. Look at that third eye. The will, our free will, our self-generation, our creatorship, our ability to create, to carve in our mind, to sculpt and choose as human divine. I will, I am, health, well-being, vitality, golden, Shakti, Shakti, Prana Shakti. Visualize it growing up your body, left and right and center, the nadis. Rising serpents, awakening dragons, cosmic snakes, the Elohim, the seraphim, the cherubim. Super, friends. Galactivate. Inhale, hold it at the top. Squeeze your root. Look up at that third eye. Breathe in a little more. And hands coming forward to the ground, walking ourselves forward. Arms up to the sky, give thanks to the Most High. Plug into that point of light above us, the sun star chakra. And then let's exhale. Right hand back behind, twisting to the right. Lift our heart, stretch our eyes. Deep breath, big smiles. Ha. Visualize the breath, the prana, life force, the fascia opening, your muscles receiving nourishment, the lymphatic system draining, beauty growing, the Shakti rising. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the other side, so friends. Lifting our hearts, stretching our eyes, lifting our gaze. Om Namah Shivaya. Ha. Ha. Ah. Inhale, arms up, giving thanks to the Most High. Exhale, we're going to fold forward one more time. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for the gifts. Thank you for the roses. Thanks for being with us, super friends. And rising on up. Let's unwind these legs. Shake them out. Visualize that golden rooting cord. Drop it down to the planet. Cheers. Hercules sippy cup. All right, so let us enter into a pigeon, double pigeon. So we'll bring our left foot so it's into that inner knee on the right side. And then let's pick up this right leg and just hold it for a moment. So bringing our inner elbows around that sole and sitting up nice and tall, just breathing in. Rockabye, baby. Stretching your neck, so pulling up tall. Fill up with the love of dog. Yeah. All right, and then we're gonna set this leg down, ankle on knee, knee on ankle. And then we're gonna take our hands to our neck and give ourselves a massage and breathe, flexing our feet, slightly hinging forward, wiggling into those hips, finding where there's any tension there. And even crossing our arms now, really dig those fingertips in, wiggle our toes. Just invite our body to relax. Any tension we've been holding, any worries or concerns about our tomorrows, any regrets or stories about our yesterdays. Just step into the now, into our yoga, and just soften, relax. Invite that Shakti, that feminine, creative life force, come fill those spaces in us with peace and bliss and flow and health and well-being. Let's stretch our arms and pull, bring our fingers to our shoulder muscles and just open them up, spread those muscles as we move and breathe in our little buffalo wings. Send all of our breath there. And then we're going to open our arms up and then cross them to under our armpits, and we're going to massage those lymphatic ducts just all around our chest, and just encouraging those to release and drain. Little circles with our neck. Right, and then we're going to just brush off those hands. And then open them again to the side, fingers up, palms back. We're going to take our neck side to side. And then we're going to bring this left arm across our body, fingers still up. Reach that right arm underneath, pull, and we're twisting our neck to the left. Shivaya. Thank you. Find that breath in your belly, super friends. Find any places where the neck can open, shoulder can open, the hips can open. Om Namah Shivaya, and invite that divine, that super consciousness in which all is auspicious and all is in balance. Shivoham. Om Nityanandam Paramashivoham. Eternal bliss, arms up to the sky. Clap your hands together. Imagine you're plugging into that sun star chakra through that soul star chakra at the top of your aura. And exhale, fold, walking our hands forward. Om Nitya Nandam Paramashivoham. Inviting that bliss, that eternal bliss, to initiate us today, to liberate us from the samskara, the stories, the dramas, the maya, the illusion of the physical world, which is a mirror, a reflection, and awakening us to the Leela, our inner world, our Krishna consciousness, our ability to choose and to create in this moment a bond with the breath and the life force and the spirit of Creator within us. Thank you for the gifts and the shares. Appreciate that. I'm going to allow this to just infuse us like the Elohim, the seraphim, and the cherubim, the serpentine-like divine new life into the left side, right side, and center line, the nadi system of our energetic light body as we walk ourselves up, arms up to the sky, connect to the sun, enlightened inside. Thank you for the gift. Open ourselves up, open our heart like we're coming out of that egg. Lean back, super friends. Open our heart and lean back, yay. And coming on back to center, let's unwind this right leg. Elevate it up, release our hands, circle our ankle and wrists. One way and the other way. Om Namah Shivaya. Release this leg. Let's take a forward fold. Thank you for the heart me. Thanks for being in our fan club. Thank you, super friends. Lifting our heart as we breathe in and exhale, folding. Let's take that left arm open, right arm down. And rising on up, left hand behind, right arm lifts, point the toes, lift the hips, taking that back bend. Om Namah Shivaya. Opening to the bliss. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. And coming on down to the ground. Let's hug those knees in, tucking our chin. Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. And leaning back, release our legs into the boat. Sprouting from the seeds, growing the roots down and sprouting up to the sky. Growing towards the light. Super friends, Galactivate. Lower down, forward fold. Notice the difference between the sides. Breathing, releasing. Let go and sigh. Any tightness, any tension in your emotional body, in your spiritual body, in your mental body, in your etheric body, your causal body. Releasing, unclutching, detaching, unwinding, and breathing into that nirvanic body right in the center. Find that juicy goodness as we now bring this right foot into your left inner knee. And pick up this left leg and bring those hands, the inner elbows, hands together, inner elbows to the sole and above the knee. Sit up nice and tall, stretch your neck and breathe and smile and release. Visualize that prana like dragons, serpents, like snakes, like beautiful bubbles of light flowing through your body. Beautiful, sparkling, twinkling white blood cells. Beautiful, shining red blood cell, ruby red crystals within you. Your blood twinkling and sparkling with life force and vitality and consciousness. Envisioning those white blood cells within, awakening that super conscious space and stepping into inner power. Inner power warrior space. And then we're gonna stack that ankle on our knee and our knee on our ankle, flexing our feet. Just anchoring in, connect to your hips. Inhale, extend those arms out to the side. Once again, looking side to side. And then we're gonna take some cactus arms, open our palms up, pull those arms away, lifting our heart up. Fill up with the love of dog, super friends. And then we're gonna stretch those arms out once again. Take in our ears side to side, really pulling those fingers back towards our face. Stretching the muscles of your neck, your eyes. Breathing up into your cheeks, big appley cheeks. And then as we exhale, let's swing this right arm over to the left and pull on that upper arm. Stretch as we turn our neck over to the right. Keep flexing our feet. You can hinge slightly forward if you like. Purifying our living body temple to awaken, to manifest the Shakti pot, receiving the initiation in this spectral moon of liberation, liberating us from that space of inner darkness, inner shadow, inner sleep, and awakening us to Turiya Dita, to that higher self, that higher mind, that place of enlightened oneness, a space of inner divine alignment. Super friends, Galactivate! Reach those arms up to the sky, plug in through the stargate, the center to the Most High, and into the hearts of gold and all the stars all around. Let's reach those arms back, lift our heart, lean back now. Look up through that third eye. Visualize 360 vision, the gold everywhere. Anu, Om. Rama, 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 Rama. Rama, 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 Rama. Arms float up, head to center. And exhale, arms float down. Planting seeds of peace and bliss into this sacred ground, into our sacred bodies. Thank you for the follows and the gifts and the shares. Thank you for blessing us, super friends. Rama, Rama, Rama. When we chant the ancient names, the sacred names, we invoke that essence into us as a living thought current, which enables it to manifest a thought form in our life and to awaken the mirrored neurons of that thought form within us. Sitaram, that we become the living feminine temples of the awakened masculine energies and become masculine feminine in unity. Rama, Father and Mother in one, chanting the mantra Rama, 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 and rising on up, arms up to the sky. Get on up to the most high. Left leg comes up. Begin to make circles. High. One direction. And the other direction. And then setting that leg down, folding over this leg, tucking our chin under. Deep breath. Stretch the toes, open up. Rama, 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 Rama. Rama, 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 Rama. Rama, 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 Rama. Rama, 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 Rama. Lifting, elevating this right arm up, twisting, opening to the side. Rama, 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 Rama. Om Namo Narayana, 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 Om Namo Narayana. Coming on up, bringing this right hand behind, left arm extends. Point the toes, lift our hips, press into that knee, open our hearts. Om Namo Narayanaya is the mantra to awaken the primary faces of the divine within us. Om Namo Narayanaya, 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 And coming on back down to the ground. Stretch those legs out. Once again, let's tenderize our body with our hands. Just inviting all that energy to move, tapping all over to reboot our nervous system. Peace, attracting ease, massaging our jaw, our chin, our neck, our chest, arms, our shoulders, torso, all the way down to our soles. And back up again. And out our crown. Super friends. Galactivate. All right. Let's bend this right knee and place this left foot on top. And then we're going to twist towards this right leg, sitting up tall. Both feet are flexed, stretching our head, neck, and eyes. Visualize that rooting cord shooting down, so down. And then imagine it spiraling around, little roots stretching around us, all around our body, making a beautiful circle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Stretch our jaw, our head, our neck, our eyes. Find that inner bliss, that inner joy. Let it awaken inside. Shiva, 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 Shivaya, Namaha. And then we'll walk our hands forward and out. Shiva, 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 Shivaya, Namaha. Walking our hands slow and low around through center, all the way over towards that right leg. Find that edge, folding over. Pull that belly in as you exhale. Inhale, rising on up. Coming back to center, hands behind us, planting our feet hip width apart. Let's press into the ground, lifting our hips, taking a reverse tabletop. And then sitting back, bring those hips back, straighten our legs. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Tucking our chin. Inhale, lift our heart. Grow length in our spine. Exhale, fold. bend our knees to the other side, swinging them on around. Placing that right sole on top of that left thigh and flexing both feet. Inhale our arms up, and as we exhale, twist towards the left. Straighten that spine, open, release your jaw, your neck, your eyes. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Narayana. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the right. Om Namah Shivaya. Into the seeds of our future we plant everything we need in the perfect time. Super friends. Divine timing, we breathe in as an angel of today with the name Raphael, blessing us with brand new spiritual seeds. And then walking our hands out and back behind, taking that deep twist in our spine. Namah Shivaya. Walking our hands nice and low over towards that front leg. Find the edge and then walk forward. Inhaling, rising on up. Exhaling, hands back behind. Planting these feet hip width apart. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Twisting our spine the opposite way. Lift our head, chest, chin. Big smile, corners of our mouths up. Ha 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 ha. In the presence of all of life's challenges, we laugh. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. And then coming on back to center. I am empowered by everything. Lifting those hips. Head goes back. I am empowered by everything. I am empowered by everything. Slowly releasing down. We're going to take it into a fish pose. So stay. We're going to bring those legs together, zip them up like a mermaid tail, and then we're going to come on down to our hands just under our hips. Lean up and back with our head. Sunbrella. Bringing that crown to the ground, arching our spine, gazing up at that third eye, release that lower back, legs point, toes point, legs press together. Deep breath up that front channel of our body. Visualize you're circulating the life force up the front of your body, down the back side. Breathe up through your toes. Breathe out around your crown. And slowly coming onto our back side. We'll just take a mini brief Shavasana. Just open and melt into the silence. your drishti gaze in and up at that third eye point, where the left meets the right, where above meets below. And you find that center of your brain. Breathe into the front and the back and the top and the bottom and the left and the right, and find that inner space, your inner geometries, your inner gyroscope. And we're gonna tune everything like you're tuning a piano right now. Our thoughts not spinning too fast or too slow, just tune them to just right. Our emotions not strung too sharp or too fiery or too weepy or too weak. Just find those strong emotions. And our actions not too weak and lethargic or too impulsive and fiery. Let's just find that juicy Goldilocks and just line everything up in your mental gyroscope. All the battery plus charges facing the same way. All the batteries minus charges facing the same way. And then allowing that perfect spin as we bring our knees in, rock our lower back. And then we're gonna start to spiral back and forth. So coming on up, feet together, knees out, and going back, feet overhead. Just building the momentum back into plow. Awakening that lower back. Flowing with our breath. Next time we go back, we'll pause with those feet overhead, hands to our lower back, and ground into that. Breathing in our flow. And then when you feel nice and supported here by your shoulders, you're welcome to bring your feet up over your hips for a shoulder stand. And feet back overhead. Lowering down and rising on up into our boat pose. Releasing our hands from our legs, circle those wrists and ankles and fingers and toes. Play with some V-sits. All right, and then coming back around, we're gonna come into a child's pose. So pressing back to the ground. Om Namah Shivaya. In our mind's eye, visualize gold beautifully forming the apex of our pyramid as we rise on up everywhere we go. Follow the gold. As we bring our knees together, let's send that right leg back and have our toes on the ground and just stretch the back of our leg here. Just pressing back. Maybe even moving your neck around. So just get that flexor, toes up, nose to knee. Inhale up. Left hand down, right arm lifts. Now you can stay here, or if you want to play with coming above that knee on the back leg and bending that knee and grabbing that foot back behind to stretch out your quadricep, you're welcome to play with that. And releasing. Once again, let's send those hips back, toes up. And bending our knee, let's bring it forward into Hanumanasana. So coming forward into a forward splits, holding yourself up. So find where your edge is, straighten that front leg. So straighten this leg, bring your toes up. Yeah, and then just however much length you can create between your legs, just breathe into it. Om Rim Mani Mate Namaha. Honoring your body where it's at today. Appreciating. A few more breaths here. I now open to receive today's abundance blessings. And let's swing this leg around now. Heel to bringing it all the way back for Cobra. Ha. Stretch that stomach, lift our chin, big smile. Juicy exhales as we lower on down. Curl the toes, pressing up through plank and then back through downward dog. Feet step just a little closer, reach those heels down. Notice the difference between our legs, the sides. Bringing those knees down to the ground. You stretch this left leg back and curl those toes and press that heel. Thank you for the follows and the gifts. Really press on back and stretch the back of that leg. All the way up your spine. Breathing in. And as we breathe out, squeeze knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. One more, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Floating this foot forward and melting those hips forward. Just breathing into your inner space. Invite that life force, the vitality, the well-being, the divine, the Shakti, the Prana Shakti to awaken inside. Sending those hips back, toes up, nose to knee. Visualize your skeleton filling up with prana, your waters, your emotions, your bone marrow, the plasma, sparkling, twinkling, rainbows, crystals, stars sparkling within you, a honeycomb matrix in your cells, a geometric grid, everything's in tune. Inhale with the symphony of life, bending that knee forward, lifting our heart. And if you want to play with elevating this left arm up, twisting, opening. And then if you want to come above that thigh on the knee, above the knee, not on it, and reach back, gently grab that foot and pull that foot forward, just stretching that quad. You're welcome. Just honor your body, be very gentle and take your time and breathe. Be present. Welcome in that love as we bring this hand back down and send those hips back once again. Toes up, nose to knee, framing that foot, straighten front leg. And then from here, we're gonna play with extending this leg. So keep it straight. Get the bend out of that front knee, send those hips back. And then either inchworm that front heel forward or back leg back. Just find where that hip's edge is and breathe into it. Invite the spirit of the earth medicine, the medicine wheel to rise up. Om Hrim Hanumate Namaha. The wisdom of the earth, the land, the sphinx, the life, nature, the ancestors, the life force, vitality. Breathe it up into your body. Rama, Rama. Folding forward if you like. Rama, 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 and rising on up. Let's swing this leg around and come on back into our cobra. Visualize your light body being like a beautiful cobra hood around you. Your aura gritting in like a fire of life and light. You invoking, awakening that electric magnetism. Looking over one shoulder at a time.
Hey.
And slowly lowering down, curl the toes, press up through plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. downward dog. Reach those heels down. Ooh. And shifting our weight forward, we're gonna come on down into a Sphinx. So bringing those elbows below or just in front of our shoulders, palms on the ground, lifting our heart, look up at that third eye, legs together. Just connect to the ancient lands. And lowering down, let's reach back, grab those hands together, pull back, squeeze our shoulders. Bend our knees, reach back, grab an ankle, lift those thighs up, squeeze those knees together, lift our heart up, big smile. Gaze at that third eye. Visualize the next dimension of your life. Happy, healthy, vital, fun, magical, miracles. Super friends, Galactivate! And relax it down. Whoop. We're gonna just flapjack, flip over, filling up with the love of dog. Let's bring those knees in. Make little circles with our spine. And then cross that right knee over the left. Pulling them in. Deep breath, wiggle our toes. Meow, meow. And then guiding those knees over to the left side as we extend our right arm and shoulder up and back, taking a twist. Find your breath. Visualize the circuitry of the nadis. Pingala nadi on the right, the Idala nadi on the left, and the Sushumna nadi right up the center line. Visualize them all intertwined so beautifully. Everything coming into balance, into alignment, into rhythm. Visualize yourself releasing, unclutching any discordant vibrations in your energetic field. And breathing in harmony as we come back to center. Let's reset with a bridge pose. So lifting our hips up. Coming up onto our tippy toes, releasing and crossing that left knee over the right, squeeze them in. Make some movements with your ankles, your toes, even your neck. And then we'll be sending those knees over to the right and bringing that left arm and shoulder up and back to the left, left shoulder down. Visualize your nadis, left, right, and center. Growing open, strong, flowing energy. All the kinks are out. Dis-ease has been breathed through. Dense emotions have been melted, and warm ones, light ones taking their place. One more breath here. And exhaling back to center. Hug those knees in. Once again, coming up into a bridge, so feet are hip width apart. Press into the ground. Walking those shoulders underneath, clasping our hands together, lifting ourselves up. You could bring your hands to your lower back if you like. And then if you want to play with bringing your feet closer together and elevating one leg at a time in our bridge, you're welcome to play with that. And then coming up onto our tippy toes, releasing that bridge. We'll do one more, happy baby. Bring those knees in, lift those feet up above our knees, pull down on the sides of our feet, opening our hips up, legs and feet to the outside of those hips and rocking side to side, inviting that sweetness, that joy, that carefree happiness. And coming on back to center, hug it in. Squeeze it all nice and tight. Tight, 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 tight. And then explode, kapow! From the seed to the ground. Resting into our silence beyond the sounds. Head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Arms and legs falling open to the sides. Inner gaze in and up at that awakened third eye. Listening intensely to the silence beyond the sounds as we melt into our Shavasana. And we will be back momentarily for our Galactivation. Om Namah Shivaya. resting so peacefully on our backside, relaxing, receiving this moment in time. Tensions dissipating as we quiet our mind. So calm and so soothing, so relaxed and so high, so aligned. Simply just being in this moment right here and now. Simply just receiving this beautiful time, this perfect meow. Allowing yourself to be simply enough, beautiful, perfect, your life force filled up. You are replenished, you are sovereign, you are whole and complete. You are beautiful and perfect as you rest in your sleep. Allowing, receiving, embracing your divine. For you are in yoga, super friend of mine, and this is the future. We are human divine. Welcome this new feature, your higher self, your higher mind, bridging together beyond form, space, and time, and creating that suture, that neat stitch in time. Your third eye is tethered with your body and your higher mind. So relax in this vibration, this frequency, this bliss. Allow this quantum connection, this entanglement, this resonance. Imagination is awakened and you see an ultraviolet glow, an infrared emanation like roses beginning to grow. Your body is beginning to flower with a sweetness energetically. The love with everybody is here. We are with family. As we rest inside this moment, so much love is everywhere. It's all that we be. As we relax, enveloped by love, our divine fairy god family. And in this place and in this bliss, it smells like roses, like true love's kiss. Our heart is blooming like flowers in springtime. Our divine is grooming us to be living in this lifeline. So we plant it like seeds to the back of our subconscious mind and open to receive the beautiful love that is here at this time. And we integrate this and we believe that this is our highest truth, that we truly are arrived as the roses are blooming and I and you as super friends, born alive. And in this place we come back into our breath, back into our bodies, our lives filled with bliss. Wiggling our fingers, wiggling our toes, stretching and yawning, awaken and grow, and reaching our arms now up overhead, and then drawing our knees into our chest. Reborn right now like a newborn fetus, divine humankind, Homo Galacticus. And whenever we're ready, rolling onto our side, new baby fetus, yoked body, spirit, soul, breath, mind. And ever so gently, lovingly taking our time, rising back up to seated, head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Sitting in our Buddhahood, in our enlightenment, in yoga, as human divine, resting and breathing, feeling that bliss flowing up and down our spine like a spiritual embrace, this quiet, calm, soothed mind, emotions like diamonds, beautiful and crystalline. This life force now hardens like a beautiful energetic emission, a golden aura, blissful eminency. We radiate this light. And in this place, we bring our arms up overhead, that soul star chakra, so powerful, super friends. We radiate our ojas and tejas to a beautiful scent, a sounded tone from you, a symphony within us as every cell is joined in one. Pure positive energy, this pure light vibration, hands together like a prayer down our center line, bowing to our hearts where the divine lives inside. Divine in me, divine in thee, lovers aligned, Ramasita we be, Sita Ram, Shiva Shakti, in divine harmony. Divine in you honors the divine in me. Magical words, please say it with me. Namaste. And super friends, Galactivate. Choo 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 choo. Love Beach. Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. This hug's for you. Hug a Lucian, hug yourself, hug a friend or two. Hug a fairy. Come here, fairy. The fairies are here. Yay, 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 yay. Yay.
Hello, super fairy friends.
Thank you once again, Galactivators, TikTok Live, YouTube Live, and on the replay, Crystar Galactica, St. Joseph, Princess Charlie, and our Katie Fairy, our Lion Fairy family. So welcome to be here with you all, so grateful. Please go to our YouTube, or Galactivators.com. You can get Galactivated gear like the yoga skirt and shorts I'm wearing here today, and our singing bowls from Nepal. You can sign up for our Super Friends email list, and we will stay in contact with you all. In the meantime, in between time, have the best day ever. We'll see you tomorrow for our yoga live stream by Birds of a Feather, and stay galactivated, stay lit. Namaste.